right now. Okay.
All right.
That's working.
Let's
We're
see how
looking
this
good.
goes.
We're looking good. So we're going to share with you, group, we're going to share with you how to cross post to Instagram, our 11th channel.
Right
Do you
now.
need to upgrade or so
That's
forth?
working.
Oops. There we go. We mute this up. Okay, we're going there. And I'm saying goodbye from Facebook. And I'll see you in Zoom or in YouTube. All right. And here we are with you, Alex.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today for the How to Cross Post to Instagram panel. I'm so excited. Our 11th channel. Such a big moment for List Perfectly.
11 channels that we offer, no additional charge to our users. It's amazing that we're here.
A dream come true.
Yeah.
Mandy,
absolutely.
Congratulations. When we started this
Hey!
I love it, Alex. I would have never imagined that we would have Alex herself, okay, helping us not only, okay, with our marketing department, but also now helping us to do this amazing webinar that is not only about cross-posting to Instagram, which is something that we can help listers to do great, but also you, Alex. Here's the great ingredient, the perfect ingredient, because you're gonna share with us, you know, how frequently to do it, how to mix your content, and all those other things that we have to figure it out way back in the day by literally winging it.
Right?
So funny. Well, you know, it's really come full circle for me because the first channel or platform I ever sold on was Instagram. And that was way before people were doing products on Instagram. It was take a picture, add one of their 10 stock filters back in the day. Everything was filtered. And I would just take essentially like selfie stick or even photo booth pictures of myself in the clothing that I was selling and listing them on Instagram. And that's actually where I heard about Poshmark, believe it or not, was people messaging me like, girl, like you could do this on Poshmark too. I'm like, what's a Poshmark? So we've really come full circle now. Of course, here I am at List Perfectly. So excited. Couldn't be more proud of the team and of all of our community for helping us get to this point. So just such an exciting day. Truly.
Oh my gosh. And we're so happy to have you here with us on this journey. So thank you.
Of course. Okay. LP love always.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to share my screen and we're going to dive right.
Let me allow that. Let me put that. Okay. There you go, Alex.
Great. And we're going to dive right into our webinar today. So here we are. Cross-posting to Instagram panel. That's what we're doing right now. We are joined by our entire executive team, Amanda, the CEO and founder, Clara, another founder, and the COO, Chief Operations Officer, and myself, the Chief Marketing Officer at List Perfectly. So thank you guys so much for joining us. All right, today's a big day, as we've been saying over and over again. As you can see in this bottom center spot, we got Instagram just ready to go, and we are so excited to have it on the current version today, live for business and pro users, which we're going to get into in a moment. But yes, it is live, and we are here teaching you how to cross post to it. Okay, so let's just start with why did we pick Instagram as our 11th channel? Well, there's quite a bit there, but I really picked out the 3 key reasons why you should cross-post your products to Instagram. So first of all, this is free advertising of your listings. Imagine if someone said, hey, I'm going to give you a billboard next to the next Posh Fest where you can show off your accounts. Or, hey, I'm going to give you a billboard next to the biggest Goodwill in America. This is essentially what Instagram is. And although we're sharing that billboard space with millions of other users, it is a free place to advertise. So why not do it? 4th most users of any mobile app on Instagram. It's pretty incredible. It's used by over 1 billion people every single month, 140 million in the USA alone. And of those 140 million in the USA, 83% of them discover new products on Instagram. 46% have made a purchase. It's such a robust, prominent tool for discovering new products. 130 million users tap on shopping posts every single month. So they're actually intending to buy certain things on Instagram. And also, I think this is really important and a really key stat. So brands, and I do want all of our community to think of themselves as a brand. As the chief marketing officer here at List Perfectly, you are building your brand. So brands report a 1,500% increase in traffic and a 20% revenue increase for posting their products on Instagram just in 2020 alone. That's last year's stat. So this is a really big opportunity. Of course, you are already creating content, right? When you're taking your listing photos and you're home and you're shooting and you're in your photo studio, your setup, it could just be a mannequin or it could be a nail on the wall with your hanger, which is how I usually do it. So you are already creating content. You already have your photos for Instagram. So why not post them there? You've already done, half the battle. So this is really not a heavy lift. I don't want us to think about cross-posting to Instagram as, oh my God, I gotta take all these photos and, spend more time. Like you've already done that content creation. So this is just a way to make it go even farther. And of course, you're going to be able to reach new audiences via hashtags. So this is really key. And I want to stress this because the whole concept of the hashtag is really going back to that billboard that we already spoke about. So when you use a hashtag, such as vintage for sale, you are going to end up under that search term in Instagram. And that's your billboard space. That's where you live. So we just talked about, hey, would you like to have a billboard space at the biggest Goodwill in America? Well, technically the biggest Goodwill audience in America is on Instagram. So when you use hashtag Goodwill, you're going to be in that Goodwill hashtag, and that's going to be where your post lives in terms of Instagram. So it is a billboard spot for you. Every single content you've already created can reach new audiences for free via hashtags. I think that's really the key that I want to get across to everyone and why I am such a big fan of Instagram. And of course, omni-channel marketing. So many of us already have a Facebook. We have such an amazing community on Facebook right now for List Perfectly in our List Perfectly community group. That's facebook.com/groups/List Perfectly, which we'll drop into the notes. But this is just a great way to have your products not just on the channels that you sell on, but also on social media channels. So that is really the benefits, a great overview of the benefits of why to cross-post to Instagram. Okay, so we are going to go over the actual cross-posting process. I'm going to switch windows for a moment and bring it up for you. This first video is going to be cross-posting from List Perfectly to Instagram. And we are going to have Clara and Amanda share about this. So here we go.
Awesome. We can see your YouTube. Somehow we can see YouTube, Alex.
Yes, this is one moment.
Probably playing an ad, so
It really wouldn't be, it probably is playing an ad. It really wouldn't be a live if you didn't have a little time.
Oh no, right? No, it's real. I
So
love
true.
it. And this is our favorite, it makes it more real. But this video that Alex is gonna play right now is cross-posting from List Perfectly for Instagram. I had the chance to grow my business, the Clothing Vault, doing this many years ago. I started to do this like 6 years ago. Of course, I didn't have Alex at that time, and I didn't know what to do, Alex, and I was just cross-posting one listing after the other. Okay, we're gonna talk about the algorithm, and Alex is gonna teach us, but let's see how List Perfectly can take your listings from your LP catalog to Instagram.
yeah. So yeah, go ahead and click play. So the process is the same as it is for any other marketplace. You can bulk select, as you can see in the video, we're selecting multiple products at once. We can offer the bulk cross post to business and pro plans. If you're on the simple plan, no problem. You can still access, well, actually Instagram is only available for business and pro. So let me share that, but it's the same process. We're going to copy over the title, the description. We're going to put the price in the description on Instagram. They call it a caption. We're also going to add your tags at the bottom, and we've even built in a separator, a tag separator. So it'll carry down 4 lines. You can put in whatever separator you want. We chose a dot, but you have flexibility in the settings of the extension.
I love what she just said. Wait a second, hold on. She's getting techie there. She's talking about, separators, and one of the
pause this video so we can take
let's pause it right here. Yeah, pause it right there, because this separator. Alex, would you like to, Instagram queen, could you please enlighten us, because I can talk about this. I use Instagram for search engine optimization of my listings, but Alex, actually, it's just incredible how Alex, please help us out with this.
For sure. Okay, so there's a lot in here of cross-posting to Instagram via List Perfectly. So we've really been mindful of how to create the best listing for you. How to transfer your listing to Instagram, cross-post it in the most effective for Instagram way possible. So there's some nuanced technical things that are built into here. First thing is we've taken the title from your List Perfectly catalog, and we have put it as the first thing in your Instagram caption. So that's going to go ahead and just give it a really nice, I guess, just lead into the actual caption itself, which is then going to take the price and put in your description from List Perfectly below it. So you have kind of just that nice one-liner, the price, and then the details below. Then Amanda and Clara were just discussing how they've built in a separator between the tags and the caption. It is all, of course, built into the same caption on Instagram, but the actual words are separated by these dots from the hashtags. So we're going to talk about this in a moment, but I'm really excited. So we're just going to share it now. Basically, we've taken the tags from List Perfectly, that actual section of where you add a product and write in your tags, and we've converted them into hashtags for you. Now, one best practice on Instagram is not using hashtags visibly in your caption, because it's just an eyesore basically to look at. And it makes the engagement with the post feel less organic because it feels salesy. I just told you the hashtags are your billboard. So if you have those billboards visible to the eye rather than hidden, it looks like, hey, I'm trying to sell you something. Look at my billboard. But if it's just done behind the scenes, you're going to get better engagement because it feels more organic. So that is why we've built in these little dots, and they seem kind of like, okay, they're dots, but actually that's the way that you hide them. Instagram's app itself, or the Instagram platform, takes those tags and then puts them out of the view when it's in the feed where you see these posts come through. So they're essentially hidden to the person that's viewing it, but you're still getting the benefit of it. And really clear, again, we're going to go over this in a moment. You do not have to use hashtag symbol on List Perfectly. We've built in the converter for you, so it will convert to hashtags.
Correct.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you for mentioning that. And the other important thing to note is that we are copying one photo. So that's your one photo is your that's what's going to get cross-posted.
So
your cover photo. That's right.
Exactly, the cover photo. So what I really like, going back to hashtags, okay, is for those of us that are not proficient, okay, with hashtags, in that we struggle. The nice thing is that when you start your listings or you import your listings to List Perfectly catalog, and then you edit and you add your hashtags, like Amanda and Alex said, you don't have to edit the symbol hashtag in one channel and remove it from another one, etc. We do this for you, and that's so important. There is so much thought put into the formatting that we're sharing with you right now on title, pricing. Then there is like importing the data that applies to the certain plan, right? For example, if you have business, price, okay? And then if you have simple plan, okay, it'll be titles, okay? So, and then having the separators and push those hashtags, okay? So be behind this at the side of the prospect. So that's very important. We put a lot of science on the formatting of the Instagram posts.
Yeah.
Absolutely did. And I do want to make a note while we're here of the hashtags that were used. And we're going to go over best practices on Instagram, but I just want to read these out loud to you because they are going to be important later. So we have hashtag vintage, hashtag throwback, hashtag Levi's for sale, jeans, high-waisted, retro jeans, shop my style. So these are going to be used. We're going to go over why these hashtags in just a bit, but essentially the rest of the video is just showing you that we've taken your items from List Perfectly, opened new tabs to Instagram, copied the information over for you, as well as your cover photo. And all you got to do is review and submit just like you would on any other platform on List Perfectly. Okay. I think we got through this video. We got what we needed out of it.
Yes.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And just one quick thing,
Yeah.
It's not shown in the video, but you can go back after your post copies over to Instagram, before you share, you can go back and apply a filter if you want to that image. You do have that option. So we didn't in this case, we just used the au naturel images, but you can do that on Instagram.
Amazing. So we went with a native. Oh,
Yep.
yeah, it's true because
Amanda, is that done through editing? You just edit your post? Or is that
no, you literally just, there's a little arrow. Do you see in the upper, there's an upper left-hand corner. And there's
yes. Oh, yes, right here.
Yep, that you can just click that back. It'll show you the image, and you can just apply the filters. They're at the bottom, and then you click that arrow to continue.
And
right,
now that we're talking about editing the photo, you can apply a filter. You can also crop and zoom as you need on Instagram. So if for some weird reason, let's just say, for example, your cover photo has a measurement tape in your picture, but you want to get rid of the measurement tape for Instagram to make it more fashiony rather than resellery. You can just go to that back button, same place that you would to apply a filter, and you're going to be able to zoom in, you're going to be able to crop, you'll be able to do actually like a decent amount of other photo options through Instagram. Cool.
Exactly. So, thank you for adding that up, Alex.
Of course. So next up, we're going to demo how to cross post from any channel, supported channel that List Perfectly offers. So any of these other channels you see here to Instagram via List Perfectly. So here we go, using List Perfectly. Here is the video. Okay, so in this video, we're gonna go from Shopify and from Poshmark to Instagram. And Amanda, I'm gonna let you, since you're the genius of this.
Yeah, and Alex, could you make the video bigger?
Of course. Yeah. Here we go.
Perfect. Yeah, the process is the same. It's identical. If you're going from List Perfectly, which is what you saw in the first video, the process is identical in the when you cross post from another marketplace over to Instagram. You can select your listings that you want to send over, and it will automatically open up the Instagram post. Here is where you're showing the caption screen, and if it looks good, you just click share, and that's pretty much it. Or if you want, you can click the back button, like I said earlier, and adjust your photo. Now, if you want it to look, you're going to see a big image if you do click that back button and apply a filter. If you want to look like your phone, just shrink the size of your screen, just drag it over to the left, and it'll look like a phone screen. You'll see a smaller image. You'll be able to adjust it. It'll look more familiar to your app size.
So I just wanted to add to what you said. You
Yeah.
said marketplace, but in this case, we are going from Shopify. Okay, so I wanted
Yeah,
to say
true
this
that.
would be, just to be accurate, it's from any platform right now because we're doing marketplaces, and Instagram and Shopify are not marketplaces, are platforms that will enable you not only to promote yourself and your business, but they are not a marketplace per se.
Thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah. And again, just friendly reminder, this is available now. It's being pushed as a current version to all of our members with business and pro plans, in that you can go ahead. There is no limit, unlimited cross posting of the listings you can take from any channel to Instagram. There is no limit again. And the one thing that we love to remind you is that you can select randomly the listings that you want, okay? You don't have to let List Perfectly do the selections for you. You can select how many, you can select randomly, and that's great. You can select randomly how many channels. You can go concurrently or maybe individually. So that's a friendly reminder.
Yeah, and I'm sure
We have your now
our
Instagram. I love it.
I just wanted to show you what Amanda meant. She meant when those new tabs open to Instagram, that cross posting. So as we go back over to that video, and thank you guys for letting me jump around for a moment, but as you see all these tabs up here, Amanda was saying, this looks like the web format. So if you're more comfortable with the phone format and you want your screen on the internet to look on your computer to look more like your phone, you're just going to drag it small and it will show. This one is not showing up because I'm not on the upload page, but if I were on the upload page, it would actually reformat to look just like the phone. So that is just a very quick tip. I just wanted you guys to see that drag smaller functionality.
Thank you for sharing that, Alex. Yeah,
Sure.
exactly what I meant.
Okay, so we're going to go over some new practices to consider now that Instagram is one of our channels. So first of all, in the tags section, whenever you are listing your product for the first time, whether you are listing your product on List Perfectly and cross-posting, or you're going from one platform to another platform, whenever you're creating your new product, take a moment now that you're thinking, I'm going to cross-post to Instagram, and include in your tags that billboard space. Where does my item belong in the billboard world of hashtags on Instagram? So we just came up with some hashtags that we think will help you get started. So a few of them will be vintage lover, vintage finds, vintage for sale, or even just the word for sale. Shop my closet is another one. Shop my Poshmark is another one. Poshmark seller is another one. eBay seller, Mercari seller, any platform, any channel will have that channel name seller as a big billboard space. Also, even using the place that you sourced it from theoretically. So we don't want to get too outside of the wheelhouse because obviously we don't want to have a random tags attached or associated with our actual for sale listing on the platform itself. But we also want to utilize this ability to advertise for free on Instagram by using the proper hashtags. So in addition to the tags that you normally use when selling or creating your listing or adding a product, you'll also want to add in these billboard or advertising type of keywords. So for example, as we said with List Perfectly, we're going to take the tags from your listing and we're going to turn them into hashtags. As you see, there's a space between vintage and vintage lover. Don't worry about that. We're going to remove the space for you and make it a clean hashtag. So there's no editing that has to be done. You don't have to be thinking in the moment about how you format it. Just write what you feel is best. And these are used so many times. Vintage lover is used 1 million times on Instagram. So this is a great place for you to advertise your vintage bag that you're selling by adding vintage lover to the tag of the product itself. I hope that makes sense. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to DM us on Instagram. We'd be happy to take screenshots, show this to you, or simply add them on our YouTube comments. That's another great way to ask us questions about this video, probably the best way. And yeah, we're just here to explain. So you can also ask questions now for our webinar. Okay, in the tags section, again, on your product, on your listing, I also recommend that you start building your brand by always putting your brand name in the tags. Always. Now, this is actually great for marketplace sales too. Here's why. Okay, so my name on Instagram is Sustainabay. Sustainability plus bay equals Sustainabay. That's neither here nor there. But whenever I put a listing onto a marketplace or any channel, I put in the tag section, let's say just like where I would put denim or girls night out or whatever I might put, I also put Sustainabay. When I go to Instagram, that's going to turn into when I cross post to Instagram, that's going to turn into hashtag Sustainabay. And it's going to start building up my own branded hashtag where I can store content and engage with influencers, engage with customers. When I send out my thank you card, I could say, use hashtag Sustainabay when you wear your product that you just bought from me. And this is going to help you build your brand. Now, it's also going to help a former customer who is going and searching for you on the marketplaces. Perhaps they don't remember anything other than your brand name, and they're trying to find you. They're trying to see if they follow you. Oh my God, I forgot to follow her. How do I find her? That hashtag that you put for Instagram is a tag on your product now. So people can find you by your brand on marketplaces now. And it's just going to help improve your searchability into these different marketplaces. So really recommend that. It's a very important tip. Okay, then when you're uploading your products, when you're listing, just think about, I'm cross-posting to Instagram. So is this picture Instagram friendly? Since we're going to take the one photo from your cover of your listing and cross-post that to Instagram as the photo. So this is the big rule. Use real photos as your cover photo. I know that some sellers really like to use stock photos and that works for them. And that's okay. You don't have to cross-post. It's going to be the next tip anyways. You don't have to cross-post everything. So just pick a few products that you're comfortable without using a stock photo. And if you're not a stock photo person, you're good. That's just because people on Instagram zone out to stock photos. The whole concept of Instagram is sharing content you create. And I always say document, right? Just sharing content that you made. We don't go to Instagram to find a picture from Michael Kors' website. That's just not why we're there. We're there to see, how did I shoot this? What props did I use? What lighting did I use? What does my little studio look like? What is my background? Who am I? You want to show who you are in your cover photo on Instagram. So I just really recommend using a real picture. And if you want a quick and easy way to replace some of those cover photos on your marketplaces or your platforms now, then you can just use LP's very quick delist relist process to edit the cover photo on your marketplaces before you cross post to Instagram. And we have a lot of videos here on YouTube about that. So just go ahead and check it out. We have a tutorial on how to do that, or also in our guide to LP on our website. Okay, last but not least, be selective with what you cross-post. And this is not some, be selective. It's always good to be selective. Like, this is a very serious tip. And that's because if you think, oh my God, I'm so excited, I'm going to cross-post to Instagram, which by the way was my first reaction, so I don't blame you. You will get flagged as spam. Now, in our tutorial videos, we started by cross-posting 15 products to Instagram. I recommend doing that. The reason why is because you're going to have the first 5 rows filled out. So when someone finds you on Instagram, it looks like you have something going on. There's a reason to follow you. But after that, think about what you're posting. Day by day, I would recommend no more than 2 cross posts per day. And this is not, oh, I'm going to do 2 cross posts per day, so I'll do 14 on one day, and then I did my whole week. No. If you Instagram's algorithm is very specific in detecting, are you a real person? If you give Instagram any reason to believe that you are not a real person because of the way you're using it, you will lose visibility. It will not be good for your account. So the best practice is, as a normal person, Instagram rewards that real person who says, I took 2 pictures today at different times of the day and I posted them at random as I was feeling engaged with the app. So again, I would recommend no more than 2 cross posts per day. Switch up the times. We have a best practices for Instagram YouTube on here, which details some of the best times to cross post. Best times to post, and of course, best times to cross post. The same thing applies. But yeah, make sure that you're not posting essentially like a dump of, how we call it like a meme dump. That's what I mean when I say dump. So, I guess that's just an Instagram term. For those of you that don't know what that means, that's just going to be a huge cross post all at once, for example. So we don't want to do that on Instagram. We want Instagram's algorithm to sense that we are a real person posting in a thoughtful way. And also, not all products are meant for Instagram. Perhaps you want to create a brand on Instagram that's all about your vintage. And so you're going to leave your newer products off. Perhaps you want to create a brand that's all about, size inclusivity. So you're going to want to be mindful and say, oh, I posted a small yesterday and now I'm going to post a large tomorrow. Perhaps your Instagram is all for petite women. So you're only going to post your smalls. So just kind of think about what your brand is about, who you want to be to the community on Instagram, and be mindful and don't feel this should be fun. That's the whole point. I think that's why we really want to get this across. And I want to make sure that your accounts you're growing your Instagram in a healthy way, and that cross posting is helping you grow. So that's why we're stressing this one. And I think that this is the best way to move. This is the last slide, but we're going to share it now just because it's such a good time with this whole when to post 2 times per day. So just make sure you're cross posting to Instagram and chilling. That's just how we're going to do it.
Oh, I love it. Thank you, Alex. That's amazing.
Of course. So we have another slide, but I want to make sure there's nothing to add here, Amanda and Clara.
Actually, I think you cover very well the mix that we should do.
Yeah.
I guess when I started with the clothing vault, okay, and I was just sharing, okay, I did make the mistake of sharing, like, I did that, okay. Oh, instead of 2 a day, I'm going to do, like 20 a week, in one day, and that's it. I'm done for the week. So I made that mistake. So that was so important that you said to respect and be spontaneous with Instagram and document instead of trying to sell. I think that's, you summarize, and I just wanted to stress that.
Yeah, and also obviously these 2 lovely ladies know a lot more about Instagram than I personally do. But what I always saw Instagram of is like a unique point of view, right? Like Alex mentioned, what is your point of view on the product? And so I always thought about Instagram for products as being either something rare, unique, what are you doing with it that's unique, something like that. Just like Alex says, not every product belongs on Instagram. And just think about the people, your followers on Instagram. What do they want to see?
Yep.
And if you don't know what they want to see, go on post a simple screenshot that says, what do you want to see? You'll be surprised. People will engage with that.
Yes, that is so true. I couldn't believe when I opened the account, the Clothing Vault, the purpose for the Clothing Vault, we were catering to men's vintage clothing. So we wanted to share more of our products and our process, and share our, what our process was for reselling, what our angle was. And so that was very true, what you said about keeping documenting and instead of selling. And now that we're able to do this from the List Perfectly catalog or from other platforms, that's just incredible.
Awesome. Okay, so getting your LP ready. Do you guys want me to do this, or you want to take it?
Oh, this is our favorite. This is
okay.
Alex. Hey.
Here we go. Okay, good. So I just wanted to make sure that we got everything on the last slide. We did. So we're gonna get your LP ready now. This is This is just simply how to do it. So let's get into how to cross post to Instagram. First, we're going to want to get your LP ready. So are you on the current version? If you are, congrats, it updates automatically. Thank you, Amanda, so much for that. I love that. Just saves us another step. But if for some reason you're not seeing it, what we want you to do is we want you to clear your cache and your cookies and then reload, refresh the page, and it should show up. But if for any reason it's not showing up, just uninstall the version that you have and then install our current version. And if you are on beta, you're going to want to uninstall beta and then install the current version. We have videos here on YouTube, how to do that. We have tutorials on our LP, guide to LP. It's just, you log into LP, there's a main menu, and then you'll be able to go through and we'll show you how to do this step by step. Okay, so are you on the simple plan? Now, this is just another reason to upgrade to Business and Pro. So first of all, you're going to, Instagram cross-posting and the channel of Instagram is only available to our Business and Pro users, as well as Shopify. So Instagram is now another exclusive to beta and pro channel. Clearly, as we said in the first slide, this is the largest channel. It has the biggest audience. So this is just another great reason to upgrade your account to Business or Pro. You can use a promo code. Our promo code that we share on Instagram is IG30. It's for 30% off your first month. And we're going to drop that into the notes here. So no worries on remembering that. But you can use a coupon or referral code. If you have a friend that uses this perfectly and is referring people, use their code and upgrade your account to Business or Pro. It's just another great reason to do so. Of course, the bulk cross-posting is probably the community favorite reason to upgrade, but there's just so much more analytics and CSV, so many different things that you can get out of being a business user. And of course, Instagram now being one of them. So getting your Instagram ready is another big thing. You must be on a personal versus business account to do so. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go in your settings on Instagram and make sure you're on a personal account. It's going to be right there for you when you click settings, that little settings gear, the little gear icon on Instagram. And it's a click of a button. You can go from personal to business by toggling. So it's not like, oh my God, I went to personal, now I can't go back to business. No, you can go back to business anytime, you're fine. And if you want to be on a business account, what I would recommend doing is starting another account for reselling. A lot of people do that. And then they're able to separate, the pictures of their takeout that they just had from their reselling and really focus on growing their brand. So don't be afraid of having two accounts. Having a seller account is a great, great tool. So yes, you must be on a personal versus business account. And then you're going to want to start cross-posting. So make sure the cover photo is the one you want and just get going. And don't forget to be mindful of when you post, cross-post and chill with this one, with this channel. And last thing I really want to say is Instagram has truly changed my life. And I say that in a way that is not at all an exaggeration. I have met thousands of friends truly through Instagram. I have actual real life best friends that found me on Instagram because of our hashtags. On my personal account, I'm using hashtags about sustainability all the time. And I'm finding other sustainable minded people who engage with me online and in real life. On my reseller page, which is called Thriftspired, I'm using thrifted hashtags and I'm finding friends in other cities that are thrifting, that are looking for products from me. Hey, I'm looking for these specific Levi's. And then I have a friend in Milwaukee who's literally finding these for me and we're doing it for each other. It's a give and a take. So I do want to just say it's changed my life. I've made thousands of sales personally by posting products on Instagram. And now I can actually cross-post with this perfectly, thank God. So I don't have to do it manually anymore. And the manual process, by the way, was so terrible. I would have to go to my listing in my app, copy and paste it into a text message to myself, go to Instagram, go to the text message, copy and paste it. And I mean, also because it's in different like formats on the marketplaces and on the channels, I'd have to copy the title separately, text it to myself. So it was, but if you think cross posting to channels online without List Perfectly is bad, like this is even worse. So, having List Perfectly to help you really grow your brand and grow yourself and grow your community on Instagram, this is a life changer. It's not just a business changer, it's a life changer. So I mean that wholeheartedly. People talk all the time about the reseller community, the seller community, how amazing it is, but it really is. And I hope you guys can feel the love that I have for Instagram and for Amanda and Clara for creating this, and to the community for being a part of it. So thank you guys for this amazing panel.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with you, Alex. Instagram not only changed the lives, for you, but also for my reselling business that allowed me to fund myself List Perfectly. And then in addition, Instagram helped us to organically reach you guys, okay, and grow our tech company. So I cannot even say, like Alex said, the power of Instagram and the beauty of it is going to cost you zero extra. So that's just incredible. Today is all about how to reach organically new audiences, how to promote your shop or your store or your closet, and reach new audiences for zero extra.
I love it. And any questions you have, post them in the comments below. Reach out to us. We're here to help. And also our Facebook community group is a great resource. And I'm telling you, any hour of the night, there's someone else in the community who's awake, who knows the answer, or who will, be your friend on that. So definitely just reach out if you have any questions. That's what we're here for. And these slides will be linked into the notes.
Amazing. Thank you so much. We do not have any questions right now. We have an amazing comment from Tiffany saying using hashtags are like finding similar accounts with your interests and are used heavily in the seller community. So true.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
You. Excellent
All right.
information. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And we'll see you in the next panel.
Bye.